Happy Friday.
What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies?
What's up?
Nothing ain't nothing.
Ain't
Well,
nothing going on but the rent.
yeah.
And it is that time of the month. It is that time of the month again.
Yup.
Be with me.
Next week is Bill Day. Anywho.
I know. So
Another week, another Married at First Sight.
You sound like you're over it.
I kind of am. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
Is
done.
It the
with
people?
it.
Is it
I'm
the
done
people?
of the 2 hours of my life. They really need to. I mean, no, I shouldn't say
It was
that.
an hour and a half, right?
That was good. It was only an hour and a half.
I was tripping.
I was happy about that. I was happy about that.
I think a little bit of me is starting to see the writing on the wall with these people. It's like, I don't think any of these people are in it to find love or in it to be married for the long haul. I think it's all about clout. They're chasing clout. They're chasing followers. They're chasing ads. You know, people, it's already been proven, people go on these shows, they become popular, they get off, and now they're making money. They're taking trips. They're doing this. They're doing that. To each their own. But I think the message of the show is not what it was in the beginning. And it's just the same shit. I'm getting sick of it. I'm be honest with y'all. It is what it is. But we're finally over those godforsaken weddings, and you know how they string us along for 9 weeks with matchmaking and weddings and finding dresses and suits and telling their family and all that bullshit. This episode was kind of, what do y'all think?
I think they're all kind of the same to me. They're not.
Yeah, I mean, I did not hate this episode. I might have been a little tipsy that night. That's why I was like, "Is it an hour and a half?" Because I was like, "What? Did I lose time?
I was so happy.
But I feel like, especially with oh my God, how could I forget their?
All right, so who are we going to start with? Who you want to talk about?
Nicole and
Chris.
Let's start with that.
Quick and easy. But I don't know. I feel about them the way I have felt about other couples that I just felt like no matter what, they're going to make it through. They're such a good couple.
I don't think they're going to make it.
I think
again, I'm sticking with my thing. I don't think any of them are going to make it.
Yeah, they're the only ones I think are going to make it. I like them as a couple.
I think she's too much. I think she's going to be too much for him. I think that he's presenting a good face, and when he was talking to her father and her father was all coming off, you know, like da da da, and I'm saying to myself, Dad, seriously, I know that's your daughter, but you know, you can't be grilling him about marriage and shit, and you're fucking divorced. Like, stop. It is what it is. And then when I get that Nicole was being vulnerable and telling him stuff, but that whole cigarette shit, I'm sorry. That says a lot of look, I know people have been in abusive relationships and stuff, but I will never be that so desperate to love somebody or have somebody love me to have the man say to me, let me put this, if you love me, you'll let me put my cigarette out on you. And
she said she was young too. She said she was young, so
and desperate for a love.
She can be young, but that was desperation right there, because we've all been young, and I can honestly say I am no.
And you know, it baffles me, and I felt for her story. I get it. It's amazing to me because we always say that women who are broken usually come from families that are broken, like, you know, the mother and the father are not there, and it seems like her father and her mother were together for a while and they separated. But where did that insecurity and that neediness and that, you know, all come from? Because she does seem like she has a decent, solid family base. I don't know, but I really felt for that story.
I think it's her looks. I mean, because she's pretty. I'm saying, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
No, she's pretty, but you could see she's a little bit bigger. And
but who is
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Never mind.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tanya.
Go ahead and finish. I won't say another word.
I think she just has insecurities. That's all. She had them from a long time ago, from growing up.
But my thing is like, okay, she's big. Who isn't big these days? I get it. Maybe it was her mouth. Maybe because she's just so.
She's a lot.
She does have a weird shape about her, though. I am not going to sit here and lie. Her arms are friggin' huge. And when she hugged him, I thought she was going to snap his neck in half. Sorry, not sorry. He looked completely uncomfortable when she went in for that big bear hug, and like this part, these biceps of hers were around his neck. And I was like,
he was uncomfortable just walking in just breathing air. He looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like, I just think, no, I don't think that's good. I think it's going to become too much for him. And I think he's going to need to always have to validate her. One thing about that she brought up that I kind of was like, really, bitch, why get married? Like she was saying, because I mean, with marriage comes compromise. Like there are some things when you're married, you're just not going to be able to do anymore. And or you can, but not on the level that you want to. Like she said something like saying it's unacceptable. She said it's unacceptable if he doesn't want her going out with her friends. Bitch, you married. Like she's like, I still want to be able to go out with my friends. Yes, you can do that, but you can't do that every weekend. Or like, she sounded like Alexis at that moment with the whole going out thing. I forgot who she was talking to, but she said she made that comment, and I was just like, then why are you married? It's either you want to be in the streets all the time, or you want to be a wife.
I think she really does. I think she does want to be a wife.
I don't think she wants. I think she likes the idea. I don't think because it's too much. Like you just married the dude. She's a stranger. Again, I find it completely weird. Like she's like, it's just weird for me. I just think that she's just laying it on too thick, too soon. She's like a Justin. Like I can see her on the honeymoon telling Chris she's in love with him.
Oh, she's gonna say she loves him on the honeymoon.
And then she's going to get mad because he won't say it back to her. Oh, it's just the writing on the wall with this
but
shit.
He's so nice and he'll stay in it longer than he needs. He's done that for the time being, all the time. They even said his family was kind of fucked up. I thought his family was fucked up going, oh, he stays in a relationship too long. Just all negative things about him. Like he's a sensitive soul, be careful. Don't break his heart. I'm like, is he a puppy or what? Like he's a fucking grown ass man, and they were definitely not. I don't think they were really. Not
yeah,
very
obviously, yeah, he is a grown ass man, but he's a grown ass man who's like the nice guy. The nice guy always finishes last. He's like puts his whole everything into these relationships, and then he gets shitted on, and it's like, bro, wake the fuck up, grow some nuts.
We'll see.
Again, I think
they're going to stay together. They'll do whatever they can to stay together.
No, I think how she is just. I think she's just going to get progressively worse with it's just too damn clingy for me. Too soon. It's going to get worse.
The only thing that I think is going to be a big issue is, did you see what he said at the end about the kids?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
That's the sticking point. He wants kids, and she's like, you know what? I never really wanted kids, and I was like, oh, there it is.
But I was wondering if that was like, one of the little like,
teases.
See us next week, and we'll, the whole thing will be changing. But I think she said that before too. Something about like, she never thought of herself as having kids or something. But
he said he wants them. He said
he definitely wants them. Is he American? I don't know why I keep getting feeling like he's like Eastern European or something.
He has that vibe to him. He does have the
okay, all right. So
weird vibe.
They showed his brother was in the wedding, and his brother they kind of look polar opposite. Like he's kind of like a darker, version, and then the brother, when they showed the brother had like lighter hair, like kind of dirty blonde hair, and he was very.
I don't remember him.
Yeah. So he was very quiet. He didn't say much because
Mhm.
they just showed the name and they said that's Chris's brother. But who knows? I mean, it could be, yeah, who knows? Different fathers or different mothers.
Mhm.
You know, you never know these days. But yeah, that's basically all I had for Chris and Nicole.
I think they're gonna stay together. I still think they're gonna be together.
I need somebody-
He's in it. He's in it. He'll do whatever he has to.
She's in it.
And she's fucking way in.
Yeah.
She's always like, "I'm so glad I got married to you. I'm so glad you're my husband."
I like her. I like her. in
He's
him.
trying to get down. By the way, she's like, "Are we gonna fuck on the?" Remember, she was like, "Are we gonna fuck on the honeymoon?" He's like, "We'll see." I was like,
Because that's what she wants to get. She cannot wait to get her back, bro.
I know. And he's like, "Oh, well, you know, we'll see." He should be like, "Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, just wait till the honeymoon. Yeah."
If anybody, she needs to be with Clint because Clint apparently just expected to get fucked on the honeymoon. Jesus Christ. Let's transition over to them. I don't like Clint. I don't like Clint's friends. What did his friend? I mean, his friends.
I said it. I didn't like him from jump.
Yeah, his friends are creepy. They're a bunch of middle-aged single men that are just creepy. When the friend says to him, "Who? Oh, so you think she's hot?" Like, dude, shut your mouth. That's a little inappropriate. That's your boy's wife. Like, ew.
But did they ask? Oh, you mean did they asked her? Did they think he was hot? Right?
Oh yeah, they did. They asked her. Yeah, she met the friends. I'm sorry. They asked her. So you think he's hot? And I'm saying to myself, either way, I thought it was weird. I thought that was a weird ass question. But whatever.
But she also has said, well, I'm not usually attracted to that. You know, the last guy I did was
Ginger.
The Ginger, and then she brings it up again. You saw she brought it up again when they're at the beach.
Yeah.
And his face goes, that's why he's going to retaliate against her, because she's like, you know, you're a ginger. You know, I wouldn't normally date that or whatever. So that's the second time she said, I'm not usually attracted to people who look like you. And that's not a good,
that was uncalled for.
That was
that was in the preview though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But again, we got to be careful with these previews.
Yeah, because
her say what I got, how I took it when she said it, I think he said something to her first, and then that was her
reaction
back. Yeah. That I think they edited it, for the preview. I think he might have said something disrespectful to her first, probably about her body or her looks or something.
Yep. And
she clapped back and said, well, I don't go for ginger types and that. And because you see how they showed it, she walks away and she's like, and he says, I forgot what he said to her, but he said something really nasty. Like, oh, is that how you're going to act? Fine. Then leave. Right. Go ahead. I think it's way bigger than that. I think he started that shit.
I think you're right.
I like her ring, though. I tell you what, the man got some taste, because when she showed that goddamn wedding band and engagement ring, I was like, God damn, bitches that have been in 10-year relationships that get engaged don't even have that kind of ice on her hands. So either, I'm assuming, I don't even know, do they pay for these rings, or does Lifetime pay for this shit? Because he has some ice.
Someone's paying for it.
Ice, and that was good. Those are some nice ass rings, though.
I missed the ring, so I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, that was when they woke up, like the next morning. And
okay.
And the work thing is going to be a big thing for because she's a workaholic.
She works. He don't work.
Yeah. Well, it just confirms to me that he's a trust fund baby. Either he got a fat ass inheritance, or are his parents alive? Were his parents at the wedding? I don't recall.
I don't either. I don't think you've ever seen.
If he had a parent at his wedding, I don't know. But either way, I think that dude comes from money, because he just the way the people that he hangs around, what he does, how he presents himself, how he's talking. I'm like, yeah, that dude got money. And why I say he's a trust fund baby, because when she talks about work and her drive, he's like a deer in the head. It's like he's like how you have the sound is like blink, 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 blink. It's like he just checks out. You could just tell in his eyes. He's just like, Mama, don't talk to me about work, because I ain't never worked a day in my life.
He did that at the wedding reception too. Yeah. You're right. He did that at the wedding reception too. He was kind of like
no interest. He likes her. He speaks a good game about he likes her drive. He finds it sexy and all this other crap. But
But
I'm
he's
like,
just talking.
he's all mouth service right now.
And when he was talking to, like her bridesmaids and stuff, nothing he says seems sincere.
Nope.
Yeah.
Everything he says is like, and they were talking about the girl, the beauty queen girl, and saying that she seemed rehearsed. She seems very sincere when she speaks.
Thank you.
He's the opposite. He does not seem sincere at all. He just seems like he is just saying what he can say to
getting them.
He's a con artist. He's just that guy who's just going to con you with the good talk, but he doesn't have anything to back it up.
Nothing. I think he just wants to get in them draws because that's all he can focus on.
All he's thinking about.
That's all he's thinking about. When he was laying in that bed, he took her dress off and he kept, in the confessionals when he's talking, when they shoot to him, he's like, I know, we just got married, but if she wants to have sex now, I'm with it.
Exactly.
I think he just wants to hit that ass and keep it moving. And when she came out that bathroom and got in that bed and was not even, you could tell he was rock hard boner. And then when she just got in the bed and was like, it was like, your wiener goes.
He was ready. He was ready for it though.
Oh, he was. If she would have just gave him an inch, he would have jumped right on her.
He would have given her 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And for it not to be attracted to her, because for the bullshit that he says coming up, like, she's not usually who I'm attracted to, but you really we all saw Desire. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're gonna make it. So
no,
they're not gonna make it.
I think that because of her drive and her success and how she does her thing, I think that
she's a workaholic.
Yeah, she's a workaholic. He's going to want to be on the boat all the time. She's going to be building her brick and mortar. And he's going to be like, well, why do I have you around? Like, I want you to come on the boat with me. I want you to do this in the middle of the day on a random Wednesday. And she's like, boo-boo, I got hair appointments. Yeah. I got a salon to open up. I got staff. Because remember, she said that staff shit about she left her phone at work. Because she's trying to really put it into this and check out. When she ain't checking out, she's still calling.
And her family said the same thing. Her family said she's a workaholic. That was the first thing they said, is she's a workaholic and she needs to let it. It's like, oh, that's going to be a problem.
Yep. Let's go to Aris and Jasmine. I have to kind of disagree a little bit because I can't believe I'm even going to say this shit. I kind of was down with cousin Felina, whatever her name is, because I too thought that Jasmine's answers, it was screaming. Like I was like, give the mother a microphone and just, it was too pageant, too quick. Like she knew exactly what to say right out the box. Like she didn't even every question that was asked, she didn't even break to be like, whatever. She was just like, she has an answer for everything.
I disagree with that.
I think she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
She has an answer. I was kind of on the cousin side looking at that. I mean, the cousin, I'm not that rude. I wouldn't have said that to her, like, oh, just like a pageant queen, like Felina said, or Felana, whatever her name is. But I kind of agreed with that. Like she did kind of sound.
She seemed really sincere to me. She's, asked the question. She knows what she wants. She's always been married. It's like, yeah, it was 7 months ago, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to do this, that, and the other. And remember, she's been talking about what she's had to talk to the experts about what she wants. She's pretty crystal clear on all the things that she wants. So I didn't think it sounded pageantry or rehearsed.
Yeah, I mean,
because it wasn't stock answers. It wasn't stock answers. They weren't stock answers like, oh well, I feel that someone. There were specific questions about her, what she wanted, and what she saw about. I don't know. I didn't think it was rehearsed, but that's just
me.
I don't like him.
My sister hates him, by the way.
I'm not a fan of him at all.
She's not feeling him.
I watched the after party and she's not his type. He made that very
I saw that part.
Very clear about that. And I was like, well, what is your type?
He would be into. He likes a thicker, woman. Well, I don't know. I mean, you know what? Here,
you don't have to be attracted to her. Just don't come up with these lame excuses of why you're not attracted to her. That's what it just throws me off. I mean, she's not the one. She's just not the one. I
don't think he's going to change again. This whole I was the player and all this. I think he's going to show his ass very quickly. He's got Chris tendencies. He's given me Chris vibes.
Chris Williams?
Yes. Not rude like Chris Williams. Like Chris Williams was just an asshole. He's given me
real stuff on himself.
But low key Chris vibes. Like he's not going to have the nutsack to basically just put it out there, but he's going to act out in other ways. Like as far as like he's just not going to be as with her. I think she's going to have to try really hard. He'll fuck her, but he ain't going to be no, I don't know.
Well, this is, I don't know how long ago they shot those scenes compared to like the after party, but for him to say at the after party, that shows that he probably wasn't connecting or gelling with her throughout the whole season that they were together.
So I wonder so they shot the whole season, and when they're doing the after party, it's after the whole season's over?
I'm not sure, but I know it's after that episode, and they're looking.
When is it?
It's live. It's recorded now because I don't know if I don't think the after party is live. I think it's recorded, but it's new because Rudy Huxtable is pregnant, and she was just on literally like I'd say like a week before Married at First Sight started. She was on Tamron Hall with her husband, and she was pregnant. She actually announced her pregnancy on Tamron Hall. So she's pregnant because by now she would have had that baby if it was recorded during the season. So these people are watching it. These people are watching the season and watching these clips they haven't seen it yet, because like their weddings and all of that, they haven't seen some of that stuff yet, especially with the other couples.
So do they do it after? That's
the whole season. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, they do it after. They do it after the whole season is shot and decisions
show
made.
Each one.
And now they gotta come on there and fake the funk and talk about it like as if I still love her and we're good and good. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after watching this recent after party, it just solidifies to me that none of them are still married or none of them are going to make it because his body language, when they were showing stuff, he was just sitting there like, same with Dominique when they were talking about stuff. And Dominique's just like, and she basically said it that McKinley isn't her type, period.
She likes tall, dark, and handsome, whatever.
With a beard.
And also, sir, as Shahida would say, sir, can you put the goblet on the table?
I know.
Was this the after party? What happened?
Yeah. He's drinking a drink, and he puts it on the floor in between his legs. Sir, there's a table right there. Will you
all up on national cable television, just showing your whole ass. When he did that,
I like the first minute.
I was like,
I don't like him. I don't like him. So I don't think they're gonna make it because I think he is gonna just show his ass. I think he's probably gonna be very rude. And I hope her family, because it's her family that's really close and tight, right?
No, it's the ones Kirsten's family, the sisters, the three sisters that are just too much.
Okay.
But she is close with her family. It was Aris met with her mother and father. Her parents are still together. Remember?
Okay. Yep.
Is the pastor. So he met with her brother, mother, and father. And he did well. Like, the father and the mother you could tell the father being the pastor, and as long as him and the wife have been married, you could tell the father is like the man. He's the leader in that because the father basically did all the talking and mom was like, yes.
And they exchanged. He said they exchanged numbers and they were cool.
Yeah.
So, but I'm trying. I keep, as I said, I keep watching. So they filmed the whole season already. I'm surprised that we haven't seen in the last 16 seasons someone slip, or maybe they can just edit it out. But someone be like so annoyed with someone as opposed to, oh, you guys look really good together, and not be like, yeah, we look great together. There's something where there's an indication of like, oh, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like even Justin with what's her name, if that was the whole season, he was still kind of like, they're still kind of like nice or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why it leads me to believe that even though the after party is recorded now, I think obviously it's recorded. So if I'm sure that somebody has slipped, or somebody's body language is off, or facial expressions have been kind of like, I hate that bitch, or I hate that dude. And it's like, producers, directors are like, hello, we're going to have to redo this, honey. You're going to have to smile, and you're going to have to act like you're still married to this motherfucker.
Maybe.
That's why I couldn't do it. Because I couldn't show, my face is just too, I couldn't even act, because my face will be like, I don't like him, we're not married, we're overdone, bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that Aris is gonna show his ass really quickly, and he
seems high all the time. Not high, his
like
eyes have clothes, and he's kind of like, and why is he a vegan? Why is he a vegetarian?
I don't think he ever said. He just is he a vegetarian? I just assumed he didn't like pork. He wasn't a pork eater. I think he was eating other
she
stuff.
found him almond milk too. Remember, she found him almond milk.
Yeah.
And so he's not drinking dairy, or maybe, I don't know if it's a religious. I don't know. Yeah,
that could be. I mean, he could be like Muslim, where he doesn't, or he could just be. I have a friend. My friend Sheldon isn't Muslim, but he stopped eating pork and beef long time
I know a lot of people who don't eat
He'll
pork,
eat
but
chicken.
He'll
eat chicken and fish and shit, but he won't eat beef and pork and stuff. So yeah, he could be. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be. At least I respect the fact that he wasn't trying to browbeat her, because he's not one of those people, because I can't stand people like that. Eat what you want. Don't eat what you want. But Miss Tanya is going to have her swine. I don't give a hot rat's ass that you don't eat it, honey. But you ain't going to be my man and come into my house and be like, oh, it smells like swine in here. You got to get the hell up out of here then. So yeah, I couldn't date a man that didn't eat like that, because, well, he could, but I'm going to have my bacon wholeheartedly. I don't do turkey bacon. That's the turkey bacon. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to digress here. Turkey bacon is the worst ever. Ask any nutritionist, any healthcare professional. You can eat 5 slices of regular bacon, and it will not contain the same amount of sodium as 1 piece of turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is the worst for your fucking health. Period. And
like low sodium bacon, low sodium turkey bacon.
It's still horrible. I mean, what is turkey bacon? What's like I have a hot dog? Like, what's in turkey bacon? It's a hot dog.
Turkey.
Flattened out. That's all it is.
Well, I eat the turkey bacon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brother does
like the turkey bacon.
My brother does too.
I fry it up with a little butter. Gives a little, more sweetness to it. I like turkey bacon.
I can't. Like, when you put a piece of turkey bacon in my face, and we will have
words.
I think that's what we're gonna have for dinner.
And it will be like borderline fisticuffs. Anyway, I digressed. I'm sorry.
So who's next?
Yeah. Let's go to
Kirsten and Shaquille.
Kirsten.
I did not like Shaquille in this episode. I was a little thrown off with him with the whole the honeymoon thing. I thought the way he presented it was rude.
I liked it. I thought that he was being a man. He was being a man. She's his wife. I have a research thing, and he made the decision. We're going to Jackson, Mississippi, and we'll go to Jamaica the next day. I absolutely loved it. I was like, and she sat there like, okay.
No, she didn't sit there like that. She didn't like it too much either.
I think she was kind of shocked, but I think she was kind of like, oh, like when I said okay, I don't mean like okay, like I'm getting moist over it. I'm just thinking that she was just like, what? But I liked it.
And it was just one day. I just feel that he did it like the way he presented it to her, like I'm sorry. He's doing this presentation and he really wanted her to see him in his element.
Could be.
Well, that's what he said. He said, I want you to see me, in my element. And then she's in the hotel room doing nothing that time. I mean, she should have made the best of it and did something for herself, because I would not have stayed in the hotel room, or I would not have gone. But the way he presented it to her, and it was just like not even a conversation. This is what we're gonna do. I didn't like that.
I liked it. I didn't have a problem.
But what else could he say? If you want to go there by yourself,
right? He could be like, look, before this process started, I had this thing I had to do this one day or whatever, and I would like for you to come with me. I would like for you to come with me, not make that decision for me. I just met you, sir.
So what she's just going to go by herself?
Where? For her honeymoon? She could if she wanted to.
That would have been stupid. Why? I mean, it's just one day. It's a 24 hours.
All I'm saying is ask me. Don't tell me what I'm going to do. I just met you. You don't tell me that this is what we're doing. I didn't appreciate that.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I agree with you. I do agree, but I'm just like, you're married. I'm not, me personally, if I marry you, whether I've known you for 100 years or whether I marry you at first sight, like our honeymoon is the next day, I don't want to get on a plane and go to this honeymoon. I'm not going to go and sit there and twiddle my thumbs.
And she could have had the attitude of,
she went and twiddled her thumbs in Jackson, Mississippi.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She could have had the attitude of like, oh, you know what? I would love to come with you and see what you do.
Exactly. She didn't give me the option.
But she didn't have that attitude at all. And she had stank attitude period. She's not the type of person to be like, oh, because she's not.
It wasn't so stink because she went.
She had no choice.
Yeah. She had a choice.
She didn't have.
Look, I mean, listen, Kirsten, I get it. Whatever. This whole thing, you married a man at first sight. When she's off-putting to me, because with the whole, like, when he did what you wanted him to do. He asked you for a kiss. You sat there on his lap. He did the respectable man thing. What the fuck more do you want? Bitch, kiss your man. He ain't trying to give you a throat massage with his tongue. He just wants a fucking kiss. And when that bitch said, she said, oh, ooh, and he's like, oh, you're gonna make me wait? Yeah, you have to wait, bitch. You have to go to Jackson, Mississippi. Damn right, tit for tat.
I totally agree with that. And check this out, bitch. Why aren't you brushing your teeth every night?
I was saying that too.
And you know why?
It was her that said that, right? Yeah.
You know why? And you know why? So she don't have to kiss him.
That's nasty, number one.
So she doesn't have to kiss him. Oh, my breath. That she don't want to kiss him in the first place. And what better way not to look? If I know you're not, if I know you're not brushing your teeth at night, you think I won't kiss you? She's trying to give him reasons not to kiss her. Mm-hmm. Not to kiss her. Who else would say, yeah, I brush them every now and then? Who offers that information? Who offers up the information? I don't brush.
What did she say? Well, sometimes I'll go to sleep and not brush my teeth.
And that's fine if you're single and you live at home and you got to deal with your stank ass mouth. But you got a whole ass man beside you. Wash your ass and brush your teeth.
I just don't think she's attracted to him.
She's
no, not at all.
And she just can't. She can't express it. Like I said, that I liked him in all the episodes, but this was the one that I was just like, I didn't
again,
like
it just pisses me off because it's like, oh my God, I sound like a fucking bitter man right now. Jesus Christ. It's like, he's everything you asked for. Everything.
Yep.
It's like she wants the educated, successful, smart, outgoing, good man with a hint of hood in him that's gonna cheat on you, beat your ass, be disrespectful. You got the whole total package. So what? He's got a bald head. So what? He's not the height that you want. Give this man a chance. Because me personally, if I'm listing off everything that I want, and maybe the guy is like, I like a good beard. Because I'm that bitch. I likes me a good beard. But that's just, shit. I don't give a shit about that. If this motherfucker is pinging everything off of the list, like 9 out of 10 things on my list, I'm going to give this brother a shot. And I'm going to do what I can. So that way, if at the end, if I'm still not attracted to him, I can walk away in good faith and say, I tried 380,000% into this man, and it still wasn't clicking with me. My poom poom wasn't popping for him, so I gotta walk away. But she ain't even trying. She ain't even trying, and her friends know her, and her friends just basically putting it out there. I don't like them. And black women and women in general, not just black women, but all women, can we stop with the fucking eyelashes? The shit is getting out of control. I get it if you want to put on fake eyelashes, but eyelashes today is fucking out of pocket. It's borderline offensive right now. Like, I can't even take you serious if you coming at me like this. Hey, how you doing? I can't even see your eyeballs. Oh my God, everybody. And another thing, Lifetime, while I'm on my soapbox, how the hell you feeding these people that cheap ass Corbel champagne? You know me, I'm a champagne aficionado. But God damn it, Lifetime, spring for some Veuve Clicquot or some Dom or something. You got these people all on TV. You know you can afford it. Corbel wrapped with they just wrapped that little Married at First Sight, but somebody slipped up one day because I saw them bottles and it had Corbel written all over it. And I was like, I used to drink Corbel when I was in high school, couldn't afford shit and trying to sneak shit. Corbel. Ugh. Anyway.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, I noticed that shit real quick. Let me make sure that I'm done with what I need to talk about.
Yeah, because damn, was that it?
Is that everybody?
All of them?
No, we've got the
Dominique and McKinley.
We got the couple that ain't gonna make it. If I am a predicting woman, obviously we've all seen the previews. I'm gonna predict that they ain't gonna make it past week 4. They're gonna get through this honeymoon. When they get back, I bet you when they get back, shit's gonna blow up and she gonna be gone. Or he's going to be like, she's too immature for him. Yep. We're talking about Dominique and McKinley, everybody.
Way too immature. I don't know what her mother saw that made her think that she was ready for a marriage.
Her mother probably was just like, girl, you got to get up out the house and do something. Find a man, have some children.
She don't live at home.
Grandbabies. I want grandbabies.
She don't live at home.
I know she's successful. She got a good job, but I'm like, she's so immature. She ain't ready.
She's not ready.
And they look awkward when they were sitting there in the hotel room before they took off their wedding clothes, and they popped their champagne. He's talking, and he just looked. She just looked like, I don't know. It was just weird. I was like, that is a fucked up match. Sorry, that didn't look right for me. But can we?
I'm still not feeling him either. There's something about him that is like, I'm not feeling him.
And can we talk about the mother?
That's what I wanted to talk about. I love that bitch. That bitch's face is like my face. That bitch can't hold nothing in. You can see it on her face that something's wrong with her and she don't like you or she don't like nothing. That mother was just like, that mother has a death stare like nobody's business. And I'm going to perfect it because I need to put that in my arsenal of looks.
She's not even giving that girl a chance.
No, I thought it was awful.
I thought it was rude.
McKinley's going to be out 50 G's. Mama offered him 50 grand not to marry her. And mama's going to have the last word when that shit ends before the season ends. Watch. He's going to take his tail and go back to Michigan. First of all, how do you pair somebody that's born and raised in Tennessee? That's an unfair question that they asked her. Well, I totally thought that was unfair. She is a Tennessee girl, born and raised. Her mama's there. Her auntie's there. Her grandmama's there. Her crew is there. Everybody's there. Bitch, she ain't going to nobody's Michigan. When that question was posed to her, her whole face was like,
right?
Yeah, it was like crickets. Like she was like, damn well she wanted to say, I met him here. I married him here. And I ain't going to nobody's motherfucking Michigan. Sorry, not sorry. And I'd be right with it too. I'd be like, I ain't going to Michigan. He's here. Y'all want to see your brother and your son? You come here.
I mean, what they said isn't a legitimate question. People often move away from home, and then, especially when they get married and decide that they want to have children, be like, I want my children to be near my family. Mm-hmm. And so so it's a legitimate question that they asked. And I mean, she answered it the best way she could. She said, my mom is here. Yeah. I don't see me moving far from her. So, I mean, she answered it the best way she could. And that would be something that if they stayed together, but we know we don't have to worry about this, that if they stayed together, that they would have to have a conversation. But I'm with her. Why would you go from Nashville to Michigan where it's freezing? No, thank you.
And you're a Southern girl too, from used to the warm weather, at least not Michigan.
Not Michigan type of weather.
I'm not going to nobody's Michigan. No, period. I mean, I did it when I got married. I moved away. I moved to a whole nother state, with my husband. Yeah, I'll never do that shit again. Well, I ain't never get married again, so we're done here. But
I don't see what the experts saw.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like I keep hearing Pastor Cal in my head saying Dominique is an old soul. Who did you talk to, sir? I don't see any of that.
Because even from the matchmaking show, like she presented well, but she's still
young.
Was young, like to me. I was like,
very young.
She's not ready.
They're too young.
And she didn't. I don't think if she tried to act mature, it didn't come off from what I saw.
No.
So, and him, like I said, for him, I don't know. There's something off. There's more to his story than we're getting. Even his mother offered him $50,000. There's something off about him. There's something.
I think it's all about the family, though.
The whole family?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like the mother at all.
You think it's a black thing?
It could be.
Because she's not giving that girl one iota of a chance.
I mean, it could be, but it also could be her being firm and like, why would you because she knows her child.
Yeah, but it's
looking at her child, like, you're always fucking up and doing something. Like, you didn't finish school, you don't have a good job either, and then now you're getting married to a complete stranger. I would be at my fucking wit's end. So it might not be color.
No, I don't think it's
like you're being an asshole again.
I thought it would be. I was worried. I said it before. I was worried from the jump. Like when the families start walking in, I'm like, when these white people start walking in and see these black faces, and then here come mom. Oh Lord, shit's about to fucking hit the fan. And this ain't the climate to have this shit on fucking reality TV right now. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get any of that from the wedding and all of that. I don't think it's a race issue. I'm with you, Shahida. I think it's him. You're right. The mother knows her son. And the reasonings why he just up, like he literally very quickly up and left Michigan moved to Tennessee, staying in his best friend's, and the best friend's parents that he's staying with is the girl that was his man usher. Usher woman. He's staying with her parents. So I'm like, there's something about him. His story is I think the previews are making it look like Dominique is the one, but I feel like he's coming with like a huge amount of baggage. Yep. And how do you have that good job? I mean, what did he say? Oh, he's working as a project manager.
Right.
But he was doing, what did he say? He was trying to do like a marijuana or cannabis. He was trying to start a cannabis business.
But that was before he left Michigan, right?
Right. So now but why? And then I guess he was in a serious relationship, and then that didn't work out. Oh no, she cheated on him and ended up having a baby. So I don't know. I mean, I could speculate a whole bunch of stuff, but I find it suspicious that, I mean, I get when you go through stuff, sometimes you need a clean break, and if you can, you just move or what have you. I get that. But I don't know. I'm with you, Shahida. I think
it's always something with him.
Yeah.
That's what his mother's probably saying.
Yep. And that's why his mother is probably the way that and you see when the mother was talking, like the sister just sits there like she's a little nervous. And I'm just like,
but race could be an issue with it too. I don't doubt that that's a piece of it.
It could be, because Michigan is Michigan. There's outside of Detroit.
Once again, why would the experts even think that either one of those people will be ready? She's too fucking young from the beginning.
Basically.
And he's too fucking doesn't have a fucking job and doesn't have a place to live. Why would you couldn't find anybody who's from there who it could be a match for her?
And having your own apartment or house, to me, that would be job, home, money.
Right. Bottom line stuff. Bottom line.
Yep.
He should have been in his own apartment. First of all, he shouldn't have even. If I was an expert, that would have been a red flag for me, and I would have never picked him, because I'm like, where are you going to bring her? I get it. She has her own, but traditionally, where are you going to bring her after you come back from the honeymoon? I know they're going into those apartments, whatever. I guess that's a plus for him. But I'm like, you living in a room, sir, in my Shahida voice. Sir, you
have nothing to offer
at your friend's house.
So it's like, that's the thing that makes you angry about the show, because you're just setting these people out for the drama of it. Because if you really wanted to select people that were serious about getting married, him not having a place to live should be red flag city.
Deal breaker. Bro, I don't care if you have a roommate, but you got to be living independently. Mm-hmm. People these days, these younger kids, they're all living up in roommates. They're shacking up, 2-3 deep. But you can't be living in somebody's basement or room in your best friend's parents' house. No, and you're a 30-something-year-old man. No, we're good here.
And even the title project manager, everybody says they're project manager. Everybody, I'm a fucking project manager. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, a project manager is a project. I mean, it is what everybody's a fucking project manager. If you know how to prioritize and, do your work list of tasks or whatever, you're a project manager.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I just think he's a fuck up. I think he's a fuck up. And his mother knows that.
What?
I said, I just think he's a fuck up and his mother knows that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, we got a little surprise for y'all. Bam!
Oh. I'm like, okay.
I'm turning on my do not disturb. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, Vanessa.
How are you?
We just finished up our wrap of McKinley and Dominique.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
The season's getting worse and worse. I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I, I mean, there's no clear love match, I guess, except the chick from New York
Chris
and
and Nicole. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if
Do you
she,
like Chris and Nicole?
I can understand why they were put together.
Okay.
I don't know whether he's too soft for her because I mean that was kind of deep. Her not revelation, but her admitting her past.
Being burned. Yeah.
That was crazy. So that means that she's used to being like overpowered and treated like crap.
Yeah.
Right.
What did you just say? This same thing, Chris?
Yeah, but also she's attracted to that. Obviously,
Bad boys.
she's back to bad boy, and he is not a bad boy whatsoever.
Yeah, he's a lovely
Well,
guy.
I think
He will-
she will
bring it forward.
appreciate that. I think that I'm hoping that she appreciates it because they seem like a good couple. I mean, they both have, I mean, I feel the yin and the yang. She's too much, but then I think he can balance her out. Like she can balance him out too.
I hope. I hope.
So.
But they're the only ones I feel that have any kind of a go for it.
Baby,
Agreed.
you love me?
Any kind of chance. That's the only. That's
Hey,
the,
honey, do you love me, Shahida? How much you love me? Let me put this cigarette.
What did I say? What did I say, Chris?
I feel like what just happened?
Are you doing Eris or Woo?
Ugh.
yeah,
Is that Eris? What were you doing?
Like,
Oh, I was doing Nicole, like, you know, Nicole's ex-boyfriend there. How much do you love me? If you love me, you let me put this cigarette out on you.
That's horrible.
I thought you were doing Eris, luxuriating in the tub and insisting on grapes being fed to him.
I forgot about that.
We didn't even talk about that. We didn't even talk about that. Ugh.
And she did it.
She did it.
She did. Well, she's knowing her role. Like she's all within her role. She knows what she's doing.
Well, that's why I say she wants to be married.
Yeah.
I think that like her, Nicole, and Chris, I think they all came in really wanting the experiment to work.
and Shaquille.
Yeah.
And Shaquille, yeah, you're right.
He
Him
seems
too.
earnest, even though his brows are very overly arched. I want to get in there and like clean them up or something, because they're literally like I've never seen men's brows that highly arched. Besides George Santos and his filler on his upper lip, I'm like, please, child, come on,
Bro.
Girl, speaking of, I hate to digress, but did you see the clip? I was just channel surfing earlier today. Oh no, on my phone. I was looking at random shit. And did you see a reporter? I don't even know if he was a reporter. I just think somebody just snuck into the Capitol, whatever, and just chased him down and was like, have you seen the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race?
No.
And he's like, instead of just, what he should do is just shut your damn mouth and just go into your office and shut the door. Just ignore people at this point. He's making a mockery of it. And he's like, I haven't seen it at all. But my favorite season is this season, this new season that's coming out. And then he goes into his office and comes back out and puts out cupcakes for the press. And they zoom in on the cupcakes and they're all rainbow frosting cupcakes. And I'm just like, really, dude? I can't with him.
He's not going anywhere. They've got him locked down. They need his vote on everything.
Don't get me started on this because that is absolutely disgusting. That the people of New York did not vote for the person they got. He lied. I mean, I feel like at this point I should run for governor of freaking Rhode Island and just make my resume up and see if I can go.
You went to Harvard Law School, right? Didn't you?
I did. I graduated with Michelle Obama.
Exactly.
And then Michelle Obama went to Yale, but I would say that and fuck it up, and then people still would be like, "Oh, she graduated with Michelle Obama."
So, okay, back to Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Since
Let me ask you,
go ahead.
do you think Jasmine's? What do you think? All right, go ahead, Tanya.
No, you go ahead.
Do you think Jasmine's answers when she was talking to the cousin? Did you think they were pageant-like or whatever, or did you think they were genuine?
I thought they were earnest and really authentic. she is poised, and she
Yeah.
got smacked down for being poised and intelligent and articulate.
Thank
And
you.
that cousin will never give her, but that cousin was stank from the very beginning before
Thank you.
he even got into it. She's got issues, and he's allowing her to,
Well,
be
he
a puppet.
stink. He stink.
That whole I mean, I know only children have
Don't go there.
a bad rap. I was going to say a
don't
bad
do
rap.
that. Okay.
Yeah, meaning that many people think that they're insular and myopic, but he seems like he has no backbone at all. As much as that cousin is just not supportive, will never be supportive about anybody.
Yeah, I thought.
What about the mother? What about what's the mother of
McKinley's
mother?
Yeah, that's what I was
talking about. Attitude. Woof.
We good. If looks could kill, Dominique would be hella dead.
But what are you just talking about that before you came on? And I was saying, I think her attitude had more to do with her son than more so that he hasn't gone to college. He doesn't have a good job. He just flew down there. It seems like he's that kid that's like always fucking up. And then now you tell me you're getting married to somebody you don't even know. What more? What more are you going to put me through?
And she offered him $50,000. I'd
have took that $50K and been like, sorry, Pastor Cal, lifetime, but you're going to have to find somebody else because I'm out. Deuces. I'll take my $50K and go back.
Makes me think there's something really up with him, because if she really offered that money and he doesn't have anything, you don't even have an apartment, sir. So why would you not take the money and get yourself settled instead of get married and hopefully you get settled sometime down the line? Come on.
Or better yet, why don't you give your son? Why do you have to offer him if you got it like that? Why are you offering your son $50,000 not to get married when you should have given your son, if he wanted to go to Tennessee, instead of sleeping in your best friend's probably high school bedroom in his house, his parents' house, drop him that $50K, let him go to Nashville and get an apartment or a condo.
Apartment, $50,000, you could put a down payment on a big ass
house in Tennessee.
Yeah.
He could buy a whole ass house.
So why do you think she's walking down the hallway in these previews yet to come that she's crying and got packed up all her stuff?
I don't know.
Well,
I know it's like a big argument, but I don't know whose fault, because I feel like both of them will probably have some issues going into the marriage, because he's shady and then she's too young.
Yeah.
She a thick girl too. I didn't realize how thick she was. She's thick. Dominique.
Oh yeah, what were you looking
needed
at?
Some straps on that dress.
During the wedding, every 5 minutes she was lifting up her dick. Don't wear a strap. Listen, us big titty girls, I can't wear strapless nothing because I'm gonna be sitting there all day. Flick. I need some straps.
Yeah, that's
Nicole's thick. Gina's thick. Nicole is thick. Gina is thicker than I thought she was.
Thick girls are fine, Chris. Thick girls are fine.
Look, I don't have a problem with thick girls. I'm just letting you know. Lance, whatever. What is his name? Clark. What's his name? The guy we don't like. Clint made a comment about the weight thing. I wonder if McKinley's going to make a comment about. Chris don't care. She could be.
He's attracted to her. I mean, that's what he said to the camera. He thought she was hot, and he's always licking his chops. So it looks like he's.
I know.
How about the Arliss said? He said, "Any other questions you want to know about me?" And she's like, "Yeah, what's your favorite sexual position?" And she was like,
"Aris got to go."
I told you Aris was going to show his ass real quick. You can't change. Listen, people don't change that quickly like that. He's that 39-year-old engineer. I give him that. He's got a.
Was he celibate?
No.
Was he celibate? Okay, I'm getting mixed up with somebody.
But he's an engineer. He's 39 years old. He's probably watching all of his friends get married. I've been there, done that, where you're a certain age and you're seeing all your people get married, and you start seeing your social circle, decreasing because everybody's now coupled up or married up or raising families. And it's like, yeah, I can see him saying, oh, I guess I better go find me a wife. But he ain't ready for this.
I don't even think that was it. I think he saw he wanted to get on TV.
You think so?
I think he just wants to. I don't think any of them are serious. The only ones that are serious about being married are the ones that we said. The others are not. And Aries is definitely not.
Chris, Nicole, and Shaquille, and Kirsten. It was a tall brown hair brother with a nice fade and exactly what she wanted. Then she would be down for marriage. Kirsten.
Yeah. Maybe. But I don't believe Aries.
Gina, I think Gina definitely wants to be married. I think she wants to be. Clint don't want to be married.
So it's like they got people who really wanted it and matched them with people who are fuck ups.
I think Clint and Dominique would make a better couple because she's kind of crazy. He's into sailing. You know what I mean? Like they would be goofy and like adventurous together. I think that's a better pairing of Clint and Dominique.
I actually agree with you on that one because she's immature as hell, and he wants to surf around the world. I will not surf,
and have someone to mold. He could mold her into what she wanted or what he wanted.
Yeah.
But she's thick too, and he don't like thick. He don't like thick. Remember, he don't like thick.
But he didn't say that's upcoming. He didn't say it in this last episode, did he?
Yeah, but you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I don't know. Again, like I said, I think we got to watch it because it's I think it's more to it. I think that there was a conversation had. It could have also came after, like that interaction could have also came after Clint in the previews when they all have that round table and Clint makes that ignorant ass comment about, I don't usually date or like thick women or whatever. I mean, again, if this is the worst, like Kirsten, if this is the worst that can happen to you, that the man is bald and he might be a little bit shorter than you, but he's obviously got a way better career than you do.
Shaquille's not shorter than her, is he?
I don't think so. I think
they're probably
like with heels.
She had on her heels, but she didn't like that. She was a little bit taller than him, and she couldn't get over the bald head. I'm just like, bro,
wouldn't kiss him. She still hasn't kissed him, right?
Girl, what did you say? What was your face when she's like, yeah, he asked her, can I kiss you?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going to make me wait? Yeah, you have to wait. I wanted to drop kick my TV.
Yep.
Yeah,
there ain't enough wine in the world for Kirsten. Kirsten's too much for me. I can't deal with her.
And she's a pretty girl, but she's being extra.
So extra. All right. So Vanessa, since we got you on there, one question.
What?
Chris, I thought you were going to ask that question, but that wasn't the question I was looking for. So
what?
It's been all over the internet, so I figured I got to ask this question. Choose to answer it or not. Jasmine, them teeth.
What, are they real or what?
If they're real, then somebody needs to be sued, honey, because her teeth are just jagged, and it was all over the internet. When I tell you she has got yuck mouth, you're gonna have to go back and just look at her when she smiles or talks. Everybody on the internet was like, "How you like?"
What pageant?
Pageant queen. She done what? She's like the current Miss. I don't know what that title is. I've never heard of it in my life. It was the Miss, not Ms. America. I can't remember, but it's like she's a pageant queen, has won pageants, and with that grill, and everybody on the internet is like, nobody, like no event person or no.
I want to see the losers.
Or pageant coach has said,
you gotta send it to me, Chris, so I can see it on my phone.
The teeth,
Her teeth.
Her teeth.
I mean, clearly. I mean, I've had two kids that have had braces. She needed an expander for sure. when she was at a certain age, and then they make space, and that's when you get them all aligned properly. So I think she missed the boat a while ago.
Hey,
No, she can still get them jokers done. Cardi B got hers done. And look at her grill. She can get them done. It's
but girl,
2023.
no, listen, no shade, because she's winning. She was winning. And she's like the current reigning. I forgot the title that she's in or whatever. I saw the sash and I couldn't really make out what it said, but she's like the current reigning whatever she is that she just won. And I was like, well, okay, I guess they don't really care about her.
Maybe she had very good answers.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Oh, she
So
smiles,
about the look.
smiles a lot, and it doesn't show her bottom teeth. I'm trying to find one of her.
Is it her bottom teeth
See,
too?
and I was
Her
wondering
bottom
if
teeth are like this.
Harris had a problem with that. I was wondering if that was part of his not being attracted to her.
Ah,
No, I just think he likes that. Well, he applauded when she came down the aisle.
Yeah, but she wasn't. But
was
you
happy.
couldn't tell. You couldn't tell.
she wasn't smiling.
Not well.
Oh,
She was
that's
smiling, but you couldn't tell from a distance what it was like up close.
That is true.
And next, what about the? Oh,
But she gotta fix them teeth.
You gonna put it on the screen?
Married at First Star marked after teeth transformation. Veneers at first sight. Oh, that's a. Oh,
What?
what's up? Veneers at first sight. Oh, that's another guy.
I didn't know that.
Alexa, be quiet. All right, I'll find.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh.
Oh, and then when Kirsten said she don't brush her teeth like every night.
Yeah, she's like, maybe.
I think that I said I thought that was because that's going to give her another reason not to kiss him. Like
She's not trying. She's checked out. She's not trying. Oh, let me ask you this one, because we talked about this. I didn't care. I liked it that he made the decision that we're going to Jackson. I've got this research thing. We're going. I thought, good. He's the man. He's your husband. He put his foot down. We're going to Jackson, and that's
one
it.
day.
For one day.
Yeah.
I was Shahida doesn't agree with me on that.
What do you
I
think?
just prefer that you ask me. You don't tell me. I just met you. You don't tell me that I'm going to fucking Jackson, Mississippi. I've been there. No, it wasn't that. I just didn't like the way he presented it to her. That was my problem.
I don't think he came off as forceful with it. I think he just told her, this is what I have to do, and we're gonna go. Like, I mean, I'm saying it, obviously my face is like, yeah, we going.
I know. But I think it was the way he said it. I didn't like the way he said it. I thought that he should have asked her. Just said, I have this thing. I would like it if you would come with me.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, the man is trying.
I like him better than her. That's for sure. That was the only thing that I had against him at all. I just didn't like her whole stink attitude from day one. But no, I just thought he should have just asked her.
Yeah.
But he would have to arrange the travel anyway. So I think he probably assumed we'll be married. She will accompany me since we are man and wife, and then we'll be one day late and we'll arrive as a couple.
Together.
Yeah. So I thought it was reasonable and thought out. I don't remember how he asked her or how he told her, but
I think he never asked her.
It's probably just me.
He just told her, and I'm all for it. Anyway,
I was feeling some type of way because I was told to do something this week. No, don't tell me what to do.
You can almost see it right here. You can almost see it right there.
So it's her bottom teeth then.
Yeah, her bottom teeth are jacked.
Yeah, so she needs an expander.
They're wrinkled.
Anywho, so what you got going on, Vanessa? What's good? Anything?
I just came. I'm doing the smooth jazz cruise with Marcus Miller. So I just came back from Cozumel. I had 2 shows on Tuesday, flew back Wednesday, and then I got to fly back on Sunday for 2 more shows on Monday in Cozumel with the same ship, different people, and then I'm back Tuesday. So in the smooth jazz with Michael McDonald and Gerald Albright, Jonathan Butler, of course, Marcus Miller. Yeah, so
I love me some Jonathan Butler. Wait, is he still singing? Is he back to jazz? Because I knew he was when he first came out.
Sarah
Doing jazz, and then he went, the Sarah,
yeah.
And then he went to do he got gospel-y, he started singing gospel music.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't say it for his set.
Gospel, but Christian music he was singing, and I was kind of nothing against the Christian music, but I was like, bro, I'm gonna need to hear Sarah. And was Take Six there?
Take Six was Take Six? I didn't see them. The people that came backstage when I was there were Jonathan Butler, Gerald Albright, Marcus Miller. Yeah.
I asked that because on TikTok earlier, because I wake up at 2 a.m. and I got nothing to do but scroll on TikTok. One of the members of Take Six,
on a cruise?
They were on a cruise, but they posted a video. Actually, it was Brian. Brian McKnight's brother. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He posted a video, and it was. And I love me some Michael McDonald. And Michael McDonald was playing They were all together in this room, and they were playing Michael McDonald was at the piano, and Take Six was behind them, and they were practicing. It was impromptu. They weren't on stage or nothing, and they were singing a Michael McDonald song. And the Brian McKnight brother there said something that they were
Claude McKnight.
Oh, Claude. Okay.
Yeah.
They were on some cruise, and I was just like, damn, I don't like boats, so I won't go on.
But they're big though. These are huge. You won't even feel anything.
My anxiety would put me out if I took a cruise. Yeah, I can't do it. I've tried, and I'm just like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, there's a Blue Note cruise. This is the Smooth Jazz cruise with Marcus Miller, and I think there was one other. So all these boats are,
my cousin goes to the Capital Jazz cruise. She takes that every year. She loves that stuff.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Justin's new love.
Justin.
I saw that.
Who is that?
That's Justin's new lady.
No, who's she's not famous.
Just some random chick.
Caitlin. That's his new girlfriend.
Her name is Caitlin?
Caitlin.
Of course it's Caitlin.
And look at him. He looks all sassy. Look at him. He looks all fresh and sassy with his teeth all out. Yeah, nah. We all knew Alexis was too much for him. That's why he's with Caitlin.
Who's Alexis with?
Herself.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh, you know what? She did say she was dating on the when
She's
Kevin,
a lot though.
Yeah, when Kevin Frazier did the prediction show, she was on there, and she said she was seeing someone. So
yeah, I would say that too.
She doesn't seem her answers do not seem sincere at all. Like nothing that she ever said. Alexis, I didn't believe anything she ever said.
Nope, me either. Nope.
No. And
I'm with Vanessa on this one. It just seems to be getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it is.
But I will suggest, Vanessa, if you want to watch something good.
Oh, Lord.
Love
what?
Without Borders. Love Without Borders. I just started it, and it's pretty good.
Is that TLC?
So they take and the good thing about it too, right? Did you ever watch 90 Day Fiance?
Of course.
Right? So, with 90 Day Fiance, they pick the poorest people out of the countries and you send them back. And it's just the worst representation of that country. So they're picking people, they're sending Americans to these countries. So that one of it's Panama City. She has a nice house. She has a good job as an African-American guy. And then there's another woman from Texas and they sent her to Dubai. And of course, they got money.
Right.
And then there was, I think this woman is from Canada, and the guy they hook her up with is from Ireland. So you get to actually see all these different places. And then there's a gay couple, and the guy is from North Dakota. Where's Fargo? Is that North Dakota?
Yeah, that's North Dakota.
So he's from North Dakota, and they send him to Paris.
Nice.
But that couple does not seem good. You still can't really see it.
Yeah.
You still can't really see it.
She can get some Invisalign, top to bottom, start moving that stuff. It's only bad if her breath stinks. If her breath doesn't stink, then just,
Hey, at least as long as she brushes her teeth, Kirsten. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
needs Invisalign.
Ooh,
That one's a little bit clearer.
ooh, that's a clear
Okay.
one. Ooh.
All right. Well,
I don't know how she did it, but anyway.
Anyway.
As
All
a
right, well,
pageant
Vanessa,
girl,
thank
too.
you for
You gonna
coming
have
on.
teeth like that as a pageant girl?
Huh? What'd you say?
Those are the B-list
You
pageants.
gonna have a teeth like that as a pageant girl?
well, what's her
And
talent?
no one said anything?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Oh, while we're speaking of pageants, how about that Miss Universe for pageant? France!
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Did
What
you
I
see
missed?
you saw the SNL skit when they did it in SNL?
I saw that and I
No.
almost peed on myself watching that because I had seen. I didn't watch the Miss
I didn't
Universe,
watch it either.
but it was all over the internet, and I was like, "Come on!" But it wasn't just France; just took it to a whole nother level. But they were like, "How Betty!" They were screaming their countries.
That was hilarious.
Nigeria!
Oh, okay, guys.
What the hell is going on? Like, don't they have mics? Like, we can hear you, honey. Like, what are you doing?
That was okay. There was an SNL skit. I'm gonna have to catch the SNL.
Yeah, the
skit.
SNL. But
Oh,
then, of
you gotta
course,
catch
the best SNL from last week was Black Lotus. Hands
Girl.
down.
Oh, I did see that.
Girl, I flatlined. I tell you
I
what,
That
don't
was
have
a
my
good
credit
one.
card. It'll be here in a couple hours. Can you wait? He's like, I don't know you. I'm back in 2 hours.
when they said the dead body, there's a dead body. You got dead bodies watching. She's like, the beach ain't part of the hotel. It ain't our business. Black Lotus, I fell out. I absolutely love the fact that, and I'm gonna say I'm thinking Kenan Thompson might have a hand in this. I hope so, but I love the fact that they're like creating more and more like skits, like black skits. You know
Black
what I mean? Like
Mm.
black like
Make it the
skits. I'm
writing
like,
room.
it's about damn time,
Yeah.
SNL.
Yeah.
It makes me want to watch it. I got them on my DVR now. I'm like, I gotta watch this. I gotta see what's
Because
going on.
they had fell off for a good couple of years, but they do a roller coaster. It's like they have really good years and then they have really sucky years. And this year seems to be really good.
Shahida, you gotta
'Cause
watch
I haven't
the
been watching
episode. You gotta watch the episode and watch SNL the entire episode. Every skit was fire.
Because I only watched that
one of my other favorite skits on there was the you know how they have those the HIV medication commercials?
Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa, I was in tears. And that brother was,
He was
they
dancing?
were like, they're dancing. And they're like, with whatever. And then they get to the brother and he's like, yeah, I take this medication, but I ain't gay. He just wouldn't let it go. I was on the floor. That was a good episode.
I know. I got to watch it from the beginning.
You gotta watch it. Well, anything else, guys?
One quick thing about Ghana.
Oh yes, girl.
What?
Because I was looking at you in
Thank you,
Ghana.
Shahida.
I
Ghana.
thought you were going to ask me a question. Oh, it's, Ghana is like when Jews go to Israel and everybody has each teen has to go to Israel for, a summer to get in contact with their culture, to know the history of the Holocaust, and to feel like you're immersed in your culture. Every Black teenager from the Americas, from the United States, should go to Ghana.
Did she freeze?
Did we freeze?
She froze. But that's what Tracy said too. Tracy said the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for August.
I want to go. Oh, we're back. Okay.
Well,
You're back.
Yeah, you froze there for a minute.
Yeah, the best time, the most popular time is December, from Christmas to New Year's, because there's Afrocello. We went the night we landed. There was Afro Nation the next night. Then there was the Black Star Line festival that Chance the Rapper did, and Dave Chappelle was there, and Erykah Badu. So there's all these festivals to go to, but also the cultural stuff is insane. And I don't know if you've done your ancestry DNA and all that stuff, but like the first thing that pops up on mine is Ghana, 17%. So I was like, okay. And when you get off the plane, they say, welcome home. Then you get to the hotel and they go, welcome home. And all you see are Black people. It takes you a while to kind of compute and recalibrate because there is no fear. The cops, everybody's Black. You got, and it's a very humbling but relaxed experience. It takes you a while for the conveniences that you used to have, like where's my Uber, where's this, but you kind of like realize that you got to adjust to Ghanaian time, Ghanaian relaxation. Ghana is like LA, like Nigeria is like New York. The attitude, the hustle and bustle, the industry. Ghana is like LA. The people are relaxed. A lot of people from Nigeria have their summer homes and their vacation homes in Ghana because it's that kind of relaxed. Jay-Z just bought property there.
Wow.
Chappelle's buying stuff there. The next 10 years, Ghana is going to be continue to get industry, but also, folks. I mean, every time I went out, there was somebody like was a Lynx member with my mother, like, oh my God, I know the Harvard, student union was there. All these people from the States were all, taking yoga with us and seeing at restaurants and stuff. So there was a sense of community from the Americas for sure. But the African vibe, we glamped in the Shy Hills, which was amazing. We went to the Aburi market and watched them carve masks when we bought them. Even I did one post of the mannequins all have big round booties, and it's like,
oh, I saw that, yeah,
because the women, you're not self-conscious about your body at all because there's so many different shapes and sizes, and people walk around with the confidence because there's nothing to be ashamed of, there's nothing to hide, there's no judgment. So it's really amazing. But I would say for your first time, I would go between Christmas and New Year's because that's where all the parties are and it's alive and it's a lot of fun.
I think in August they're doing this like Pan-African seminar or something, and there's like some writers that my mother wanted to see that she's been like, reading their stuff lately. So she picked August. Okay. But I did want to go for like, the Afrochella because I've been seeing that for a couple of years. Yeah. But the other couple from that show, Love Without Borders, is in Ghana. She's from Ghana, and I forget where he's from, and I totally forgot him. But then it also shows another side of Africa that we don't often see, like the city part of it. They're going off. I mean, I forget she's like a fashion designer or something, but they're all at this beautiful hotel, and they're like going to these restaurants and having, and these are the things that we don't normally see. So I'm like really excited.
Don't show that. They don't show that. They don't even show that Africa is progressive and our people out there living their best life and successful and please.
Well, it's interesting because most of my Black friends said have a good time, and a lot of my white friends said be careful, be careful when you're over there. Just be safe, be careful. And I was like, wow, I became resentful after a while. Like, why would you assume that I was going to be in danger? You know?
Right.
So you definitely have to go.
Well, because they're the minority over there. And that's why you said it, because I saw an interview probably about,
but they still run over
4 weeks ago with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was on something, I can't remember. And he talked that he was just recently there.
Yep.
And that was the first thing he said. He was like, it's really refreshing to, and he said he's going to buy property over there. He's like, it's really refreshing to walk outside, go to the store, go wherever, and everybody's Black and you're comfortable. Whereas here, he's like, as a Black man in America, a Black person in America, like you're always, doesn't matter how rich you are, doesn't matter how famous you are, doesn't matter how successful you are. It's like, you're always like the minority, like white people everywhere, basically. And I'm like, wow, I got to get to Africa too. I'm dying to go.
But even it's different from Ghana than like Nigeria. If you go to South Africa, it's still white dominated and run by white.
Right.
If you go to Kenya, it's still the English, so, and Ghana is all black. So that's the real trippy thing, is I've been to Egypt, I've been to Kenya, I've been to South Africa a few times, but to go to some place that's completely black and run by black folks, and there is just a little switch in your head that you just become a little more relaxed, because you're not worried about saying the right thing and having your hair texture the right way and looking at proper and all that stuff. It's just, you are who you are. And it's amazing. And also, I know you followed my my story, but like besides going to the slave castle, which was heartbreaking, but really informative, seeing where they had to be let out to go to the ships. When we did the last bath, which is about 45 minutes away from the castle, it's where they used to take the slaves to wash them up before they would go on the trip. And they were marched in chains like 400 miles from the border of Mali, to the coast. And so we had a chief that met us there, a local chief. He gave us some beautiful, wrapped us in like a protective vine. I don't know, but it was some greenery. They gave us bowls that had our Ghanaian names when you're, depending on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you know what day you're born? I'm born on a Monday.
I'm born on a Wednesday.
I can't remember what day.
So Ajua is Monday, and I know Ama is Saturday, because the other three were all born on Saturday. So they gave us these gourds that were hollowed out with our names on them. We walked down the path and basically kind of told us what had happened and walked us in line, but then also did a ceremony to whatever we wanted to do. And I just felt like, thank you for making my life possible, because you survived. And that's the thing about, they don't see us in Ghana as ancestors of slaves. They see us as ancestors of survivors, because we survived the Middle Passage. We survived slavery or capture. And so they see us as African Americans as the strongest of the strong, because we survived that passage. So it's almost like an exalted feeling where we feel diminished in this country, and they view us as, you are the survivors and the strongest of the strong. So that really gives you a sense of pride. Like, I am not a descendant of slaves. I am a descendant of a survivor. So.
Wow. Wait till I tell my mother this. She's going to be, I can't wait. Yeah.
I'll give you a whole list of places you have to go.
Yeah. And because the thing is, I think I gave my mother that, what is it? The heredity test, not the heredity test. What is it? Ancestry.com. Like maybe 5 years ago, I gave that to her for her birthday. And so I think she was like 17-20% Ghanaian too. Yep. And so ever since then, it's been on her radar. Yep. So, oh my God, yeah.
He's gonna love that.
And Tracy went too, and she had the same type of emotion and connectiveness to it that you did as well, and just how people greeted her. And she said her spiritual connection was just like over the top when she, like, everywhere she went, she felt like loved and cried. So
well, even LaShawns, who was with me, she had been there 30 years ago, and when she went into one of the slaves castles in the Cape Coast, she went into one of the cells and she said she saw faces. She's like, can you see this? And the guide was like, I don't know, I don't see it. She's like, she saw faces. So she wouldn't even come back. When we went to Elmina Castle, she wouldn't even go in with us. She stayed in the car because it was that tough for her. Wow. Yeah, overwhelming for her, because she smells stuff. She's on another level. I felt tremendously grateful, to that, all the people that made my life possible. So, but it's definitely, and it's fun. You definitely, good food, lots of The food there is like, oh, that's why I like chicken wings. Oh, that's why I like on rice. Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta.
But I
I
heard
gotta
them have like really like they even have like big malls like we do and big markets.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even
Yeah.
in the small spaces where you've got dirt roads with big potholes and people are joyous. Ladies have their water bottles stacked up on their head, snacks. They're up in your car, like, do you need anything, whatever. Squeegee guys. And I go, oh, that's where our squeegee guys come from. That's African. How you doing, man? You do squeegee, whatever. That's all African. So all that wheeling and dealing that we think is a hassle, and what we've been told is, oh my God, what a hassle. The squeegee guys that, just hanging out late at night, that's our culture,
Yeah.
which is, it's looked upon us looked down on, as being poor, bad behavior and a pain and a nuisance, where people are just not even hustling. This is my dude. I'm a squeegee guy,
Right.
hanging out in the middle of the meridian, give them a couple of, a CD, which is like, it's 10 to 1. So if you give somebody, 10 CDs, like $1, so 30 CDs is like $3, and you've made their life. So
That's awesome. Well, Chris done unleashed his inner Ghanaian with, his dog food on his head when he goes to get it.
I did that yesterday. I was in the store with it on my head
Oh my God.
to pay for my thing.
And the other thing, the men are very soft spoken. I mean, we would be, listening to our guide, and we had to like lean in, like, can you speak a little louder? And one of the women that was traveling with us asked, like, why do the men are so soft spoken? And they said, well, they're raised like when they
are afraid of the women.
Well, the mother said, you never speak louder than I. So, you don't speak louder than your mother. You're not sassing, you just, so that's why they're so respectful and noble. It's a definite. I can't wait to, after you go in August, I can't wait to have our discussion and see how you felt.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I'm excited. I think of all the countries that I've thought of going to, Ghana has always been at like the top of my list. At first it was Nigeria, because that's all you ever heard about. You never heard about Ghana. And then when I started reading in college, like all the progressive things that the country was doing, especially for African Americans, having, telling them to come to the country, and then like being the very first country in the whole continent to ban like, skin lighteners and stuff like that. So I was very impressed at their progressiveness and how they, they're the only country that really reached out to us.
Mm-hmm.
But they've never been colonialized, actually. Most of the Europeans that came died of malaria, some issues. So they've never really been conquered. So that's kind of another freedom that they've never had to deal with at all, which is, and W.E.B. Du Bois came over. He died there. I mean, everybody, we went to his house. So I'm sure that'll be part of your tour to actually see the house. And then the grave is right there, and they do a nice ceremony when you're in there. Everyone sits on a different stool with a different carving and talks about, or listens to about what he did for Ghana. But there's a lot of people that have come home. And it makes sense. I mean, if you can live your life nowadays, if you can do everything over the computer, why not?
Yeah. Ooh. What was it? I think it was Good Morning America. Who's that? Robin?
Yeah, Robin Grant.
Yeah, she did a special on Ghana, I think like a couple of months ago. Maybe it was like early December. And she interviewed like this writer, Demetria, who moved there for 5 months. And I can't remember the other two, but it was like, 3 African-American women who moved to Ghana, and they were talking about their experiences. And I was following her on Instagram, and I'm just like, I was like completely wowed. And she was loving it. I mean, but she did a lot of traveling all through Africa. So she makes you just really want to like look at the whole country. And we should feel like, okay, there's someplace for us to go to if we're just too tired, because I know I'm too tired. It's like every day it's something
New.
it's something. And I would love to be able to go to a place like you said, get off the plane and somebody says welcome home, and it's black and brown faces just loving me because I'm black and brown too.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do something when you come back, Shahida. That would be great. You can talk about it.
I keep telling you and Chris, come with me.
You should go.
You're going in August?
Yeah, I'm going to go in August. I told you my whole family is trying to plan to go. I'm going to get you the information.
My mother's going in July, Chris. You know that with Iris. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Go ahead, Mama Williams. Mama be traveling. I ain't mad at her. She is so goals. For real though.
83 on the road all the time.
Damn. I'm hoping I live to see
How you stay young.
Let alone be 83 and traveling. She is gold. Whatever she is sipping on, I'm gonna need you all to come up off of that drink.
That's a Manhattan straight up. She's good. She has at least 2.
Oh well, damn. That's a bit much. Ooh, well,
she's doing better than me because I ain't touching none of it. I got a headache. But.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming on real quick. It's been wonderful. Oh, and I'm sorry. Before we end, I have to say, I can't believe I pulled it up like recently, but your Pandora station. I don't know if you've listened to it lately.
Mine.
That is.
You're like, no, I didn't even know I had one.
Well, because I have a Jeep Wrangler. I don't have a fancy. I mean, it's an older Jeep Wrangler that nothing is computerized. So I have my auxiliary cord with my phone that I play my music in.
Yes.
And I love my Pandora, and I play it on my TV and stuff when I'm cooking and stuff. And I was like sitting here one day, and I'm like, well, I know Vanessa got to have her own damn Pandora station. So I just plugged it in. When I tell you that it is fire, one day I was literally in the house and I was like, I had to stop what I was doing because I'm in my living room like, it compiles like art. It plays your stuff, but obviously it plays other artists like you.
Yeah.
I was sitting here jamming one night, you, Joe, and of course this is the time I was in college and stuff, like you, Jody Watley, Lisa Stanfield, what's the Spandau Ballet? They were playing everything, and I was just sitting there like, so true. And then the next minute is like one of your songs came on. I was like, I got to tell Chris the next time. I'm like, yo, if you listen to Pandora, you got to plug in. You got to plug in your station because it's hot.
Right. Well, that's good. I'm glad somebody's listening to my music.
It's classic.
Everybody's listening to the 90s, girl. We have to go back because we don't have nothing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because the ish that's out there is just straight garbage.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you
see
soon.
what happens next week. And what's her name? Oh, girls, she's pregnant, right? The after the hour. Oh, by the way, what are they singing for Married at First Sight? What do they sing? What is it? What are the words?
They say it's all or nothing. All or nothing.
What are you saying?
It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
That's all I get. All I get is all or nothing.
It's all or nothing. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, what? It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
But they say something else, but I can never figure it out.
And then what? And then the after part is da-da, ba-da, da-da, ba-da, Duncan. What are the words?
The 3 music people figured it out. I'm like, I don't know.
No, it's saying get up, get up, get up. I don't know what it's saying. I kind of like it though. It's kind of catchy. When the after party with Rudy Huxtable first came on, and they played the song, I was kind of like,
all right.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna end this, and hey.